All right. So I'll do a little introduction just to, just kick it off and then we'll dive into it.
Yes, sir. Sounds good, man. I'm here to have a good time with it. Let's see what we get into, how much trouble we get in.
Definitely. All right. So thank you all. Welcome everybody back to another episode of Do Your Life Justice with another installment of Just My Thoughts. But this is a special one. This is a special one. So this is the premiere of what I'm going to dub Cave Conversations. So this is guys talking about things that guys think about, the conversations that we have in the barbershop, you know, when we hanging out with our boys on the corner and everything like that. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Have a special guest in the building, Solo. Welcome, Solo.
Thank you for having me, man.
Thank you for being here. So, like he said, he's already ready. He's ready for an open and honest conversation. And so we're going to share with you guys the world of men, and just the simple things that we talk about. So, like I say, the name of this little segment, I think we're going to make this a reoccurring thing. Cave Conversations. So, man cave. So, Solo, what exactly is a man cave?
Well, over here where I'm at, man, I'm in Georgia in the United States. So I'm a down south boy. I mean, down here, bro, growing up, it was pretty much just a man would take money that he saved up. He would buy him some kind of building or build some kind of building out in his yard, and he would just fix it up however he wanted it. Let his wife keep the house, and he would just kind of build him this like external place where he can go and just get away from it all. And like nobody was allowed in there unless you was drinking a beer or watching a game, something like that. you know.
So it's basically like a club by invitation only.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Uh, I mean, it's an important place. It's a sacred place, I would
Yes,
say.
sir.
Like you said he builds this little shed out, in the yard, or turn the garage into a man cave. Or if you got them big dollars, you have a whole nother level, basement area that you turn into the man cave. And the part that I think a lot of people miss, and especially women, because they don't understand it, he gives her the house.
Right.
So I
Right.
talked to my wife. I said, I want to get a man cave once we get to an actual house. So right now we're in an apartment and everything like that. So once we get a house, and we move to a final destination, I want to have a man cave. And she like flipped out. She's like, you don't need no
Wow.
man cave. What you need a man cave? She's not American. She's from Iran, so she doesn't know anything about that Western ideology of a man cave. But it's
Okay.
like you have the whole house. You have the whole house. Do you think that every man should have a man cave, or is this
Yeah,
just a special
absolutely.
thing?
No, yeah, absolutely, do because a lot what women can't really wrap their head around, bro, and what they don't really understand about men or and relationships in general. Though, I mean, some men don't understand this either, which is amazing. But a man and a woman, we're not meant to be around each other 24/7, bro. That kind of drives a wedge in between any kind of intimacy you might have going on, bro. Like human beings, we're social creatures by nature, but if we over socialize and we're just always with each other, like that just drives a wedge there because we have our own individual thoughts, we have our own individual interests. And so if we're always together, we always got to look out for each other's interests that might not be our own. That could end up building some resentment over time, and it just turns bad after a while. So that's not a good long-term strategy. So man caves are definitely necessary for men and women to get along better in a relationship, in my opinion.
I completely agree with you, and I had that exact same thought. I made a video, I think last week or the week before, talking about that space. I was doing 10 things to make a relationship work, and one of them was space versus separation. So you need to have distance away from your partner just to kind of, recharge, and because men and women think differently. And it's
Right.
crazy how a lot of women don't even understand that. They don't understand that we're basically simple creatures as guys, and how we think and process things is a lot different than how they do it. And so having a man cave, and it's not, I'm going to the cave because I'm upset at you or I hate you, we just got into a fight. No, the cave is just an escape for guys to have a haven, because it's time and time again, we put it out there. Women own the house. You have every room in the house. So having that man cave is somewhere that the guy can just go, and like you said, you can't come in. Unless you got a drink in hand, you got a beer, you got, mixed drink or something like that. And you just chill and watch sports and shoot the shit, basically.
Right, because I mean, if you think about it, man, the pressures. All right, so I'm only speaking to actual men here, bro. I'm not talking to the men that are like, oh, grown toddlers. I'm not talking to those guys. Those I don't really consider in the man category. But if a woman is in a relationship with an actual man, the pressures of being a man day to day, it builds up, and there's only so much that a woman can really do physically for the man and mentally, because a man kind of shuts down when pressure kind of really builds up or whatever, because he don't want to like lash out and go crazy. So a man will kind of shut down. He'll just kind of get in his own realm or whatever. And there's nothing this woman can really do about it but leave him alone, give him the distance, let him go to his man cave or go to the bar with let him get away from it all and detach himself so he can come back to, so that's a lot. Women need to kind of come to grips with that understanding that men are simple, but we also detach ourselves when pressure of life starts building up, because we don't want to take it out on our woman or our family. So they got to give us that extra space to. And I even do this, man. If you're in a relationship with a woman, bro, and she's out there getting it, doing a thing, whatever, I promote them getting their own cave as well. Like, she can give you the whole house and you can chill, but if she wants to get her own place to detach from you, that'll also help the relationship. So don't never, if she want to do that, that's cool. Give me the house. You take a building, whatever you want to do. As long as we have that space, bro, it's necessary, in my opinion. I don't know.
How would that work though? How would a woman getting the woman cave and you getting the house? That seems hard to wrap my head around, because usually especially if you're living with a woman, the design of the house and the interior, design, the input is usually around 70-75% her,
right,
20-25% you, 8-30% you, so she's going to be the one basically designing the house, the decor and everything like that. So she's designing the house, and then now she gets to go and have her own little cave as well. Come on, look.
No, you're right. You're right about that, bro. Because see, I thought long and hard about this before I even came out of my mouth in public and even told anybody that theory. But my theory is that if she's gonna have a place of her own, then the house is going that percentage you just said about who designed, that's gonna switch. Because see, if I'm getting the house a majority of the time and you got your own place to get to, then the house is gonna be something different when you come up out of there, bro. This is gonna be my cave and you got your building. So it's the same dynamic if a man got a man cave, bro. Like the woman does whatever she wants with the house, he don't really care. So that'll switch. Now I don't recommend that though, bro. I recommend the traditional. I'm a traditional man, bro. I believe the woman that the house is hers, whatever, she take care of it and that's her baby, all right. And then the man can go build his own thing separate. But if you're with a stubborn woman that wants to get in the job market and grind and all that stuff these newer women do nowadays and go be like a man and work a butt off to get to the top of a company, whatever, then let them do that. But they need to understand that the dynamic is going to switch. They got their own place now. Now the house is mine, and it's going to look way more masculine when you get out of that woman place you just had out. So be prepared for that.
I mean, that makes sense. If she's out there grinding and everything like that,